Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Well, sort of.
Well, we're here now.
We're
being a super busy week for us. Explain it, Bob.
Yeah, we're doing this early because we're at Walt Disney World, and there just wasn't going to be enough time to turn around a show for Friday for you guys because we want to talk about everything we did while we were down at Walt Disney World. And,
it's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, and we're going to have all of that stuff coming up next week. But we didn't have time, so we hope that it's okay with you guys.
Well, we didn't have time, and we couldn't afford to also take a laptop on our vacation with all the luggage payments. So we'll put that all together when we get home.
We'll explain. Hopefully, you'll have followed along on Facebook Live with us, and so we hope you enjoy this Encore edition. This is the LooperMeet that I had when I had lunch with everybody at Captain Hook's.
I wasn't even there.
You were? Well, were you, though?
Interesting. You can post that picture again?
Check out the picture. You never know what you might see. So please enjoy this best of our first LooperMeet ever.
Wow.
So, and we'll catch up with you guys next week.
Roll it.
If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out, whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant. Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at JOFFREY'S.com.
Aloha, Tim and Bob, or Bob and Tim. This is Tim and Adam, or Adam and Tim, coming to you live from the King Kamehameha Club at Disney's Polynesian Resort, where we're getting ready to watch Hallowishes. Mahalo.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We're traveling to Disney's Polynesian Resort. Inside the Great Ceremonial House, you'll find shopping and dining with a South Seas flavor. For an authentic island adventure, Disney's Spirit of Aloha Dinner Show is presented Tuesday through Saturday in Luau Cove.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is episode 373 of ResortLoop.com. And, Bob, that was Tim and Adam doing our open for us today.
Yeah, very nice. Going to go watch Hallowishes from,
nice.
What's the King, what did they say, the King Kamehameha or King?
Is it the King Kamehameha Lounge?
Something like that.
Oh.
And what is that, a concierge kind of thing?
I think it is. They won't let us in.
No.
And I know they're not letting you in. Between the two of us, I have a better shot.
But that's true.
But,
that is true.
What can we do?
But I got to go into the new Polynesian Village Resort. And very nice. Spent some time with some folks over there.
I can't wait to hear about this.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
What else you got over there? I see you got a bunch of stuff.
Well, I do have a bunch of stuff. First of all, I want to thank Barbara Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
She's supporting us over at Patreon over there at the Inside Track.
Yeah.
So, Barbara, thank you very much. We appreciate having you on board.
Yep. You guys on the Inside Track are going to be the first ones to get any information that we got coming out, like the next LooperMeet that we're going to have. You guys will get that information before everybody else. So
that's right.
Thank you so much for being so kind to us over there, folks.
Thank you very much, guys. And we also have a new iTunes review, Bob.
Wow.
I know. It's been a great week.
It has been a great week.
This is from Katie Iris. Katie says, Bob and Tim have a fun, relaxed podcast. They're friendly, down-to-earth, and informative. I look forward to their shows, especially the Looper Nation question ones. Those are so popular. Disney podcast should be all about the magic, and theirs definitely is. Well, Katie, thank you very much.
That was very nice. Yeah,
Aww.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
It's all about Looper Nation. I mean, that's why we do this. Otherwise, it's just me and you talking to one another, and people give us dirty looks when we're doing that. So.
They do. There's eye rolling. People
a lot
walking
of eye
away.
rolling, and that's just from our families,
That's
let
true.
alone the people we work with. But I got to tell you, Tim.
Yes.
I know we've had a few shows now, a couple of shows on my last trip and my latest trip to Walt Disney World, where we had the LooperMeet 2016 at T-Traders. It was fantastic.
Oh, looked fantastic.
Got to enjoy going to Kevin John's studio and talking with him about his Disney art. And then being able to finally meet in person our good pal Krista Mezzo, head roastmaster at Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company over at T-Traders.
Such a nice and a classy guy, too.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he is, and his lovely wife as well. She's a very wonderful lady, and all the people at T-Traders for hosting our Looper Meet. But I also spent some time with some folks over at Captain Cook's and had dinner with them.
Nice.
So what you're going to hear coming up here are Dee Dee Herring, Joe Quattrochi, Rebecca Toone, and, of course, our fellow podcaster and good friend Scott Campbell from Dixie Landings Radio. He stopped by. But before I go on, I got to give a very special shout-out to Dee Dee Herring, Rebecca Toone, and Joe Quattrochi. They hung with me for both days that I was down at Walt Disney World. We had so much fun. We hit Trader Sam's. We hit Citrico's. We hit Captain Cook's. We went to Earl of Sandwich. We spent all that time at T-Traders and then wrapped everything up over at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you so much to Dee Dee, Rebecca, and Joe for for spending a weekend with me. My weekend, I guess.
That sounds like an awful lot of restaurants. That's my kind of vacation. A lot of places to get something to eat.
It's a catch-22 because they got to spend a lot of great time at some great restaurants and bars, but they had to do it with me. So kind of.
Well, I feel kind of justified in the fact, or not justified, but these other people know what I have to deal with. Isn't he high maintenance, guys? Come on, you can be honest. It's not as easy as it looks. They feel my pain now.
Can you just roll the tape?
Roll that fabulous bean footage.
Hey everybody, Resort Loop Bob here. I am not alone. I repeat, I am not alone. We are enjoying the very first Looper Meet dinner, our first Looper dinner here. I'm joined by Dee Dee Herring.
Hello.
That's all Dee Dee's got. Rebecca.
Hi, Bob.
Rebecca Toone, of course. Everybody knows her from DVC. Joe Quattrochi, the original Super Looper.
Bob, it's great to be here.
And some stranger to podcasting. What's your name, young man?
Hoping I've got a name tag out there, trying to figure that out. I think it's Scott. What's up, Matt?
Scott.
No, Matt. Yeah.
Matt's the other guy.
Matt's the other guy from your show. Scott Campbell joining us as well here at the. I guess this isn't a round table, so this is more of a square table.
It's a square table.
So, okay, and
Bob, where are we?
We are at the beautiful Polynesian Village. What are they calling this now? The Polynesian Village Resort
And bungalows.
We are on the Lanai.
and bungalows. We're on the Lanai outside of Captain Cook's with garbage can slamming. It's awesome. It's a beautiful evening here in Walt Disney World. We haven't even been to Trader Sam's yet, and there's a lot of giggling going on the other side of the table. So let's start with Dee Dee. Dee Dee, how did you start? How did you find Resort Loop? How did you start listening to us?
Oh my gosh. It had to be through another podcast, maybe Be Our Guest, possibly.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of how I find them
Good
now.
call,
So
Mike Roman.
yeah, that's pretty much it. I just kind of search through and listen to when people make recommendations, and
There you go.
been a fan since. So
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You. Now, who's your favorite host, Tim or me?
Or me.
Scott Campbell.
Yes.
Yes,
Dixie
Scott
Landings
Campbell.
Radio, that guy.
Mhm. I like.
Wait, that's the one you're with?
I was invited to this. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, we'll put it the safe way. I like Tim and Bob and Tim.
All right. Well, there you go. It's a political season, and Dee Dee being politically correct. So Rebecca, how did you find us? I mean, you're a big part of the show now. You're a blogger. You're a DVCer. How'd you find Resort
I
Loop?
actually found you because I was looking for a picture of the Resort Loop monorail for something else I was going to do.
Really?
And I was doing a Google search for Resort Loop, and your podcast pulled up.
I'll be darned.
And I was like, oh, another podcast. And I have a super long drive to work.
Wow. So she was bored, is what she's saying. And that, I'll give these guys a
thought,
shot.
how bad could it be?
How bad could it be? And then she found Scott's podcast and went, this.
I realized it's that bad.
Wow. I'm among friends here.
You're in a safe spot.
So I am in a safe zone.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you started
I'll be darned.
podcasting about the same time I started listening to podcasts.
Okay.
So we've sort of
All
grown
right.
up together.
All right. And have you since Googled my name or Tim?
I Google you both all the time.
All right, very good. And as you know, if you Google Tim Scott, it's a senator out of
It
like
is.
Tennessee.
It is.
Or a picture of the Wizard of Oz comes up. The
Or
man
the-
behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Man with a bag on his head.
Yeah, it's the red curtain from Twin Peaks.
Tim Scott, show your face.
We actually have a theory that Bob is actually Tim and that Bob is back home in Ohio.
Actually, I'm both. I throw my voice.
He's a
And,
voice
I won't,
actor.
I'm not going to do it now because
You
I'm
don't wanna
tired.
ruin the magic?
It's been, I don't want to kill the magic for
Is that going
everyone
to be
at
on
the
the
table.
Behind the Bob tour?
But you'll hear it. You folks listening at home, you'll hear Tim. No, you won't. Tim, we miss you, by the way.
Wish you were
Everybody
Tim who?
wishes you were here except Rebecca.
That's only because Bob wouldn't give you the credit card.
So, Joe, how did you fall onto the Resort Loop?
Like
sword?
Rebecca, I have I had a brutal commute from Jersey to New York City. I was working at JFK Airport at the time, then moved, started working in the city, and was listening to the Mickey Myler's podcast because I was getting into the Run
right.
Disney running,
Absolutely.
and was looking for other podcasts to listen to on the way home, and saw the Resort Loop. And as a fan of the Contemporary, I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" Downloaded an episode, and anytime you could start an episode with "Please Stand Clear of the Doors" with Jack Wagner and the monorail tones, I'm like, "Okay, this has got my attention now."
Absolutely.
And just listening to you guys, it was like two guys on a couch just sitting around BS and talking about Disney. It was a good show, and you guys really brought all of the listeners into the show, and just really like everybody. I connected with you guys just like through social media and stuff, and that was pretty much it. And got hooked, and it's just a fun show. And meeting you
thank
now,
you.
it's been a good time. So
Thank you very
love
much.
the show. So that's kind of how it started. So
And now it's 5 friends at a table. So that's very cool. This has been wonderful. Scott, how did you start listening?
So I started our podcast over 2 years ago, and I was trying to figure out, who to listen to and what to learn from. Found Resort Loop and learned what not to do in podcasting. No, I'm kidding. No, it's one of the first or second podcasts I ever listened to, and I was, thinking of doing it myself and wanted other Disney podcasts, and found the Resort Loop and absolutely fell in love, and it stays at the top of my list, and it's the one that I keep up to date most with, and more so than I do mine. And Tim, I gotta say, we're sitting out here by the fountain that's with the kids' play area, and we're gonna have to, based on what Bob's telling us, a little upgrade on your fountain outside the palatial estate. So let's get some work going there.
Let me grab that microphone from Scott. Scott had to leave.
That's okay. We just duct taped him.
I didn't divulge anything, Tim. I divulged nothing at the table. All right.
It was all behind the tree.
We know nothing.
But I still haven't given Tim's picture away to anybody yet. So there is
So
that.
let the bidding open at $200.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming over and having dinner with me. It was delicious. Let's go around the table. What did you guys have? Dee Dee, what did you have to eat?
I had the pork nachos.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Very, very, very good.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good.
A little bit tangy.
Was it tangy?
Yeah. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Rebecca, what'd you have?
I had the coconut curry meatballs, and actually Dee Dee and I did a little swap.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I
nachos
saw
for
that.
meatball, yeah.
Little sharing
We
going
just
on there.
partnered up and
Nothing
made
wrong
the
with
best
that.
of both situations.
There you go. There you go.
That is definitely my favorite dish here, though, man. So good.
Joe, how about you? What'd you
I
have?
had the Aloha pulled pork sandwich on the coconut bread, which is the bread is fantastic with the slaw on it. Love it, and a Diet Cola.
And
And a
This is the last Diet Cola we're gonna start drinking after this. So.
I had the same thing. It was very good.
It was very good, yes.
Too many fries. Jeez, oh man.
I
a lot of
finished
fries.
mine, though.
Did you?
I need to go
That's not a thing.
I'm very nervous. I got a little nervous stomach because I'm sitting in front of these fantastic
presence
people.
of greatness.
So I'm a little nervous.
It's okay. Your room's out by the woods.
Uh-huh.
Nobody will know
And
it.
that is true. My room's back by the woods. I don't know what happened. Tim, you really messed up.
Bob, are you even allowed at the Polynesian?
Actually,
is that why we're sitting next to a
I'm
bush
not
right
sure.
now?
I got to talk to Tyler over at peoplemovertravel.com and see what the snafu with my reservation was. I thought that was a preferred room. I guess it's a woods view.
It's preferred by chipmunks.
Yeah, apparently.
And just so you guys listening at home, Bob is literally in one of the rear buildings of the resort on the top level, like the last room at the end of the hallway.
Absolutely.
So he cannot get any further away from the bus transportation.
Yeah, they scraped
Or
off.
the
I think
other
it said storage. There was a sign that said storage on the door. Scott, what did you have?
I had a Dole Whip swirl, the Dinner of Champions.
The Dinner of Champions.
You got to do it.
Bob is shaking
What happened?
his head.
By the way, this is the question everybody's been asking. What happened with the turkey legs, my friend?
I valued my health and my life a little more than 50 turkey legs. I think I got 24, 26 done. So
Did the rest of us get a vote on that?
Is it true your children made you stop?
Maybe in part 2, yes.
Why have you not finished your turkey legs, sir? That is what America wants to know. All right, apparently he just didn't want to do it. All right, so I'm getting. I'm sorry, I broke into my investigative reporter mode there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've got nothing.
Apparently, Scott wants to run for president one day.
Scott,
so
make the turkey leg great again, all right?
We need to make it great again. They brought it back to Animal Kingdom, so I'm making progress with Disney.
I just want to know how you make that turkey leg so big.
It's a hidden secret.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. And everybody, come and see us the next time we're here. We're here. We had some.
Or tomorrow.
Some of the loopers were looking for us and couldn't find us, apparently.
Some of them are at the Halloween party.
Or maybe they did find us.
I mean, well, maybe they.
And made a better choice than the rest of us.
I'm thinking they just kept going to the Magic Kingdom to the party. So.
Well, there is that. I am wearing the big neon shirt, so I don't know how they could have missed me. So maybe that's what it was. So anyway, back at home, Tim. Let's wrap this show up, and everybody, thank you for coming out.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim, for making us all sound great.
Thank you, Tim.
There you go. See you, everybody.
Oh, hey, guys, thank you very much. I wish I would have been there, too, but, soon enough, we'll all be there together around that same square table that Bob picked right by the trash can.
I gotta ask, were you sneaking around behind me? Because I had a feeling you were sneaking around back there, even though you said you weren't there. I think you were watching to make sure I didn't,
I'm always watching, Bob. I'm always watching.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, such a great time, and we can't wait to do the next one. Again, that's going to be coming hopefully this spring. We'll have information as it's available to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just everybody that was there. Again, I can't thank everybody enough for showing up. I had a couple that had were celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary, and a couple who were on their honeymoon.
Wow.
That stopped by.
Awesome.
So, just everybody, thank you so much for just making me feel so good that we've got such great listeners out there that you guys are awesome. So
I think we need to mention that well, you did a lot of this stuff on Facebook Live. A lot of those videos we're going to be putting over at our YouTube channel.
I forgot about that.
I know. So you want to go over there. You want to subscribe because we put old shows over there, and we also we're going to start putting some more stuff over there in the what do you think, Bob? Relatively near future?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely, yeah. Before the end of the year, we've got a whole bunch of cool stuff coming on YouTube. We've been talking about it, and we're slowly trying to get it together.
Yes, we've been falling a little behind with some sports activities going on around the area right now.
Tim from our Open will attest to that because he sent that Open a little while ago.
He did, but it's been very busy. Hopefully, people understand.
Right.
But YouTube /Resort Loop is, I believe, where you can find us.
Yeah. Or
Nice.
I think you can just search ResortLoop.com, and it'll come up that way as well. We've got a couple of videos up there already. The interview, or not interview, but Kevin John signing the painting for
yes.
you. He's
Awesome.
painting for you.
Yes.
And
Kevin John,
Chris
thank you very
DeMezzo.
much. Yes.
Teaching everybody how to French press coffee. So
The right way.
yeah, who knew? I was doing it wrong. Folks, take a look at our YouTube channel, ResortLoop.com. And Tim.
Yes, Bob.
Again, thanks to Looper Nation. And that is all I've got.
Everybody, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for everyone rolling out to Florida to visit Bob Boys down there. We'll plan more of these. We're going to have lots of great time. If
You got to be there next time.
I know. I feel bad I couldn't make it this time, but we'll be out there soon enough. Everybody, thanks for joining us. You can follow me on Twitter, ResortLoopTim, on Facebook at Tim Scott, and the website, ResortLoop.com. Do not forget that we got a new Looper code over there for JOFFREY'S.com. What is that, Bob?
It's Looper OCT for October, and it's good through November 15th for 20% off.
20% is awesome off Joffrey's Coffee. And if you order more than $50, the shipping is free, so make sure you do that.
Right.
It's almost like getting a bag free.
That's Looper OCT, all one word. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Resort Loop Bob on both of those. Like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes, listen to us on iHeartRadio, and what else should folks do, Tim?
Please go out there with your friends, family, and fellow social media followers and share the gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.